that YouTube seems to like. And then next month I will focus on just some Arma scenario stuff and trying to make FNF baseball cards or some bullshit like that for the hell of it.
Right. All right.
Okay, so it looks like on this scenario, green 4 is going to be French, blue 4 is going to be Dutch. Interesting. And Op 4 have just been stated to be FIA, so generic insurgents, but it looks like they have a Czechoslovakian-style camo post-Yugoslavian. Interesting. Do you want to read the brief, or should I?
I'll read the brief this time.
Go ahead.
EU nations deployed their armed forces into the Alibad region to aid the local population after a violent coup d'etat took place.
Hi, boo.
After establishing a FOB, the Dutch spotted armed groups all around the FOB. Well, it's a good thing they spotted them. Expecting to be under attack at any moment, the Dutch asked the nearby French to aid in the upcoming battle. Area operations, a lot of sand, hills, and some scattered buildings. Notes, Op4 can use all of its spawns at once, no limits, and no mission-specific rules.
All right. Game mode is going to be a... yes, boo, he did do it. It's going to be a double cache objective, so 2 caches around the AO. So we see them in 2 separate areas. Blue 4 has all their units spawned around 1 so far. Can you not crinkle that? It gets picked up on the mic. Yeah. It's okay.
You good?
Yep. Sorry, we're talking. But regardless, going back to the scenario here, just 2 caches to be destroyed across 2 separate sectors. We'll break those down. We see it on the map. Standard 50-minute round, 50-minute save start. Max view distance is going to be over a click. No magnified optics nor NVGs. Default build points is kept at 125. Match settings, it looks like Op4, the attackers are going to be getting 2 HE rounds per person, so it means 4 HE rounds per fire team. So between the squad, it's times 4 multiplier, so 8 HE rounds per squad. That's pretty interesting. Whereas blue 4 and green 4 are going to only get 8 rounds per their groups. Carl Gustav is an M3 mod on the blue 4 thing. So do you want to cover blue 4? Let's do Op 4 first, since it's the attacker and the individual.
Yeah, let's do that. So Op 4, as you mentioned, is going to be just a kind of generic insurgent kit. Where wow, they've actually included an image to break down the kits.
Yeah, they've been adding these all in. It's really nice because you get to see the marksman loadout weapon if you scroll all the way down to DM, because they don't include that within the loadout. It looks like it's going to be an M76 based off of the long barrel AK platform there.
Yep. So that's kind of semi-decent camo. They might be able to
Drifter. Hope you both keep enjoying the operation. Hope you get a nice kick out of
pretend to be a bush or something.
Yeah.
The loadout
it is a rough camo.
It's pretty rough for any terrain really, with the weird kind of half winter, half woodland. But moving on to their loadouts, they're going to be using Yugoslavian insurgent-based kits around the AK-74N and the AKS-74UN. Okay, nice little crinkle.
Can you not choke me while I'm streaming, please? Yeah, sorry, I put my push to talk down. I apologize, Barb. Keep going.
You should do that after the stream.
Stop choking! Continue. I am so sorry about that.
You gotta pull his dick out before you choke him. That's how it works.
Barb says you have to pull my dick out before you start choking me.
I can't do that.
Moving on.
Why not?
So yeah, AK 545 AKs, TT33s, support weapons being PKMs and FN mags, aka an M240 Bravo.
Yeah, so basically both are going to be 7.62 base. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're absolutely right. 7.62 by 54 in the PKM. And 7.62 by 51 NATO in the FN mag. So ballistically pretty similar. Nice kind of LMG style of or type of weapon. Lat is going to be the RBR M80, which has a nice clear and open sight with some holographics kind of for sighting and ranging. Recon is going to have an M24 in 7.62 NATO, and the support team is going to have the option of an M14 or a grease gun, M3A1 suppressed. And then for any crew, we have I'm using AKSs.
It's one of the tough choices. All right. Always the toughest opinion that I have to deal with at times for crew and aviation is whether or not they're going to go. I mean, because they get a really bold set of choices here for crew and aviation slots. Do you think this is more of an AKS-74 UAO, or do you think it's going to be more CQC with an AKS-74 UAO? What are your thoughts on that, Barbarian?
Well, on this one, it kind of depends. So the AKS-74U and the UN, the difference between them is that the N model has a side rail built into the frame of the weapon for mounting sights. The U does not. So in this particular engagement, if the UN is able to get a magnified optic, it should be able to do some
Son
work.
of a
But as we
bitch
all know,
actually
the
knows
UN
the
doesn't do
difference.
anything.
Yeah, quite. All right.
Moving on.
Son of a
for
bitch.
CSW assets 3 times Islamic Rebel TT650 motorbike.
Motorbikes.
Don't know what is the designation there, but
You can fit 2
Okay.
people on per bike. Usually it's given to the recon group because it's a 6-man team.
right. And they have 2 PKM Hiluxes, so some nice wheeled transport to get them
Fire
around.
support only, and it's not an anti-material round, so it won't be able to penetrate. More of just general suppression.
Yep, PKM exactly the same as the machine gunners using.
Yeah, let's go ahead and look at Blue 4 next, unless you have anything else.
No, by all means, go ahead.
All right. Blue 4 are going to be Dutch loadouts, which is interesting enough. I don't think I've ever seen a Dutch op before in Arma 3, so this will be a bit of a treat. They're going to be rocking M16s and M4s. Glocks, machine guns going to mix of a Mini-Me, which is a 249, and an FN Mag, which is a 240. You got the M72 as their light anti-tank weapon, the M24 for the recon. Sniper with a choice of the Mark 14 or the MP7 for the suppressed shooters, and then the crew and aviation get the choice of the MP7 or an M4. However, that doesn't matter because they're just 2 infantry squads and a platoon element. So they also do have the mortar. That's going to be given to Charlie, which is going to be Vagrant squad. So we'll see if he's able to utilize that properly. But otherwise, no assets beyond that. And then you have Green 4, which look under the uniform. I mean, I know I have really shitty vision, Barbarian, but text like this, it really does help me. We have NATO, Modder,
I'm sorry. You have to.
Enfren.
You gotta. It's a different. It's a French pronunciation. It's NATO.
NATO, Modder,
Enfren.
Enfren. Ish. I see.
Ami, c'est
ça. Moufilage. Ah, very French indeed.
The ara.
The Ara. Oh my god. All right, I'm just going to quickly break down this picture just to explain to people what the kits are. So top left to top right, platoon sergeant, squad leader, team leader, assault, auto rifleman, excuse me, I always say assault because I'm an idiot. Auto rifleman assistant, grenadier IR, which are the grenadiers that have the hunt IR rounds, which are little cameras that you can fire out of your GL that then parachute back down to the ground. You can use a terminal to activate those cameras and look at them as an eye in the sky, similar to what we have from our spectator interface, but in a much more limited form. It has regular vision, night vision, no thermals, but it's a way that squads can deploy something to look around the map and look locally between their positions and other positions. Anyway, machine gunner assistant, combat engineer, light anti-tank, medium anti-tank 1, medium anti-tank 1 assistant, then your MAT 2 assistant in case they want to do separate weaponry. Recon infantry, so the squad leader, team leader, that stuff. Recon infantry scout, who have the suppressed weapons. Designated marksman, which looks like is going to be a SCAR for these guys. And then the sniper, which we'll look at what they have in a second. Crew leader, crew member, pilot, medic, and then the base kit where they base all the infantry off of, which I don't even know why they include that in the first place. I guess just for a general loadout look of what default infantry look like. Regardless, loadout is going to be a mix of FAMASs and 416s because they are French. Remember, the marksman is also going to get that SCAR 17. Another FN Mini-Me and FN Mag, so 249s, 240s, just, different terminology, slightly different weapon models. 136s for their light anti-tank, which are AT4s. M24 for the recon sniper, and then a choice of the Mark 14 EBR, the MP7. Same choice as Blue 4, except Green 4 actually has the recon team. And then an HK MP5 or a 416 for the crew and aviation. Though I don't think they have... No, they do have vehicles, actually. So, yes, that is important. Nothing on the CSW. Assets, they've got 3 trucks, 2 M240 Humvees, and then a transport Humvee. So, overall, not too bad there. No, yep. It's not a hentai R, you freaking degenerate, Zam. Sorry, go ahead.
That's
Horny
a good one.
People. It is a good
Also,
one. I'll give them that.
Faber says I'm the better shoutcaster. Maybe
Okay.
they wanted me to let you know.
All right. Well,
So if you want to...
everyone's entitled to their own opinion.
Yeah, and if you want to withhold their treats, make sure they don't get any milk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'm waiting for a dick joke there with the milk, right? Because that's what you would pull.
I was gonna say tighten the restraints a little bit more, but we both know that they like that.
Yeah. Well, Blue Force having a little bit of a party on the tower in the southern objective.
It's a bit of a sausage fest.
Yeah.
Nimia is nowhere to be seen. And there goes Iander.
All right, otherwise it's going to be a dual objective piece here. You can see that the FIA for Ors here has a lot of different angles that they can enter from marked on the map, but it looks like the vehicles are going to be on the top left AO, which appears to be the two... well, Chow just got run over. The two PKM Hillixes. I don't know where the motorcycles are. It looks like the rest of the infantry is staying on the top right. They've been digging some trenches. I guess just... testing things out. Maybe the southernmost one? Yes, the southernmost one has the motorcycles, which you're already seeing members of Charlie get on for whatever reason. But anyway, we need to break down the rosters, and then we'll break down the AOs. We got 4 minutes. I'll run through this really, really quick. So up for the attacking faction led by Cholt. Cholt likes to command at least once a week. Not one of the best I've seen in leadership, but he's one of the more common ones to take it, and he's been doing pretty well. So he's not a wild card, so he should be all right. But he is solo leading with no 2IC or medic, so if he gets shot early on, as we saw in the EU branch, every time, and this was every round, the leader died early, the attack completely fell apart because there's no one to coordinate it. Even though comms, I will admit, in FNF are pretty rough, they still need to have at least one voice to organize everyone. So if Cholt gets kicked off early on, this could all fall apart, because that's exactly what happened in a round 2 of EU on this map. It was a 2 objective. They did the first objective well. Ground command got sniped by an infiltrator, and then the second attack fell apart and they still lost. Anyway, Despo leading X-Ray, Alm Tree being the medic, Timek being the sniper, Sushi being the 2IC for the squad, Dogbert going for a suppressed Mark 14, and Bad Ricky also going for a suppressed M14. Steve leading Alpha 1 with Norish, K, Pepit, and Ace. And they are the only alpha element. Bravo, meanwhile, has combined both their teams into just making a large squad. So Korvac leading, Waldo probably being the Bravo 1 2IC with Jack N1, Rave Master, Jake, Chadwick, Catnip, Gary, Green Thumb, Zeast, Absorb, and Nebs all together. Charlie HQ actually has a big chunk of Pepega still playing. We got Michael, Kane, Sideways, Chow, Coda, Bant, who isn't part of Pepega, but very good solo player, probably the best in the entire roster.
Just got sent to Flavortown.
Of course he did. Shade, Mags, Flux, Fred, Guy Fieri, and Arma Jesus. Just a quick note for EU. These guys went 2 for 3 in the previous round, so they're doing really well tonight. Keep that in mind. Montgomery leading Delta HQ, Nielsen leading Delta 1. This is an example of the team staying separate with Drake, Sablon, Eagle, Hudson, Dot, and Norris together. Norris playing a medical role. We like to watch to see if he plays MG because then he does really well. Ilbanek leading Delta 2 with other members of 1RW, including Wise, and then Shrek alone in Bravo 2. Going to scroll all the way down. The convoy coming in, that is of Green 4, which are French. It's going to be led by Anderson. Cool Breeze as the 2IZ. X-Ray being led by Maz, with Lurch as the 2IC. Falcon and Jake, I'd assume, are playing... No, Lurch is the medic. Jake is the 2IC. Falcon is going to be a suppressed shooter, and Oddball is going to be the sniper. I can't tell what weapon Falcon has. I'd imagine he has a suppressed rifle instead of the MP7, but we'll see. Drake leading Alpha HQ, with Cosmonaut leading Alpha 1, with Wheaton, Maverick, Miller, Arcor, Patriot, and Blam. Alpha 2 being led by Bridges, with Banks, Warwick, Swola, Eric, and Martin. Blue 4, meanwhile, leader is going to be Arcane, with Tilster as the 2IC, and Chaos as the medic. Vagrant leading Charlie HQ, which looks like it merged Charlie HQ with Charlie 2 because Charlie 1 is still its own element, so that it has Grab, Lolo, Broken, DJ, Noob, who went really well last round. He went 7-1. Kubas, Green Shade, and Tenderbaner. Olaf leading Charlie 1 with Ravant, Spike RP, G-Legs, and Sam. Naps with some elements of Scan Your Recon, leading Delta 1 with Iander, Perton, Dobbs, Katz, Cullis, Nemesis, and Whiplash. So overall, really good rosters. Important things to note for betting's sake for people that do predictions. The attackers did not win a single round last round because it kept falling apart. Some much more spectacular than others. Some it was really close, but the attackers have not won yet. Now, this is a really unique sense of the defenders have a force coming in as QRF as the attackers are pushing in, but because of the lack of transport picks that Op4 is going to have to actually get into the AO, I think Green 4 with their transport picks are going to be able to reinforce these AOs themselves. So I'm really heavily favoring defenders here. Barb, your thoughts?
Well, I'm interested to see how this attack pans out. We're starting to see them head out on foot. Obviously, they don't really have much fast transport, and I think that's going to be really where they come up short.
Heck is NAF's doing?
Maybe if they can take one of the Humvees and use that as a bit more fire support, those PKMs are going to have to do a lot of work. I would say probably hit the for the best bet for Red 4 is to hit the western one more first, because the French are going to hit the southern outpost first, or the where Scandi is. So if they if the majority of the force hits the Abad region there, then they should be able to have a fairer fight, or a better fight for them than if they were to head for the southern one. But either way, they're going to be walking for a long time on foot, and that's going to give the French plenty of time to set up and get security going, reinforce some of the blue 4 positions.
So we're going to see Op4 X-Ray starting to set up on the southern side. Looks like, yep, they gave the motorbikes to X-Ray, because I saw that Charlie was touching them. I would say we definitely need to see Op4 do some sort of unified assault, because at the times where they were able to do a unified assault together to take one objective, they would be efficient. But again, then ground command would get killed off, and they wouldn't be able to then take their remaining force and do a second unified assault. And that's why the attacks kept falling apart in the last branch today. So,
yep. Oh, and here's something interesting. So command
X-Ray,
Red 4 command. Yeah, that's Red 4 X-Ray and command. Depso's up there. Oh wait, no, Depso is X-Ray. Excuse me. Cholt is the platoon HQ for Red 4. That's my mistake. But yeah, Green 4 and X-Ray is now up here. Oddball, and then with the PKT Humvee, they have to hear it, right? Looks like Dogbert and Reki do, but Timek and Sishi are going to keep their eyes to the northeast.
This would be perfect for the suppressed shooters to move on it. We see them moving around up here.
Yeah.
Still moving to where that engine sound is. Some early pickoffs on Green 4 X-Ray would be good. You got Maz driving up here, trying to look around.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, Maz is...
Dogbert's a little bit too far out, though. He sees the Humvee. He's going to go for the gunner, I think, but no one's in the gun. No one's in the Humvee. The engine's just going. That might confuse Dogbert.
Maz has to be careful, though. If he stands still, he looks very standstill and headshotable.
Yeah. But he might also blend in if he stands still.
Shots going in on the north. That's X-Ray's other Vic. The other 240 is now firing up on the hill. That's going to make the other Green 4 guys immediately turn and start engaging.
Yeah. I thought that was going to be, Maz was going to call for friendly fire and they would cease, but no, he actually spots Timek, and there's Dogbird trying to get
up on Jack.
But can't land the kill. Oddball trying to drive away, but that thing is going to be able to withstand some M14
Two grenades
rounds.
thrown in Dogbird's direction. Both landing in between him, only doing minor damage to him.
Yeah, a little bit of shrapnel, but nothing too bad. Timek is awake, and he throws a panic smoke.
Maz, does he turn left?
No, I don't think he sees
War.
him. The grass and the green of his backpack, I think, blend in just enough. So Timek covering this area with smoke. Oddball now is trying to push through it. Dogbert's still kind of just on the edge of this, not quite pasture, but this patch of grass and bushes. I don't know why Red 4 didn't split as soon as they took contact. I mean, didn't have much choice of where to go, but anywhere but here would be better.
Shushi has already been taken out. We got Dogbert firing over at Oddball. Oddball hitting the deck. Jack now looking Oddball popping some grenades. Green 4 now doing a massive counterattack on this ridge. I mean, knocking out X-Ray early on. Jack firing his shots well over Dogbert here.
Yeah, that height over Boar is a little
I see
funky.
Timek bailing out right here.
Yep, Timek, he took a bike and he's running.
Maz getting the headshot on the other Op4 suppressed shooter there. It looks like he screwed up his bike. Now Dogbert firing up, trying to get Maz, but is unable to land the kill.
Here's Depsa about to be flanked by Miller. Not quite, he backs back
Miller
down.
holds off.
Yeah, but I think their bike is fucked up, Depsa's bike, because he's not driving away
It's
on
in
it.
the open.
Yep.
He doesn't have a lot of room to work with here.
Dogbird's still up. He's gonna hear Lurch coming around in that PKT Humvee, but he's busy bandaging. Here comes Maz.
Again, he's getting close.
Oop, Depsa gets on his bike. He's splitting.
He's trying to, at least.
He might try and run over to Dogbert, which will only get them both killed. But no, he stays going southbound.
Will, I'm gonna try to do some mission development afterwards, so it's gonna be a late night. Try and see if Maz is gonna notice Dogbert here.
No, he is in view of the legs. He might see him there. Oh,
I think he saw something. No, he didn't.
that's some fucking stealth right there. Chat brings up a good point. Yeah, using those Humvees as bait wouldn't be a terrible idea. They are pretty well armored, so just having them drive around, maybe have the gunner turn in. Only thing that could take him out would be LAT. And here comes Maz and Jack. They're really starting to check these bushes. They see the flattened one. Maz just doesn't see him. Looks everywhere but right at him. Jack doesn't either.
I just want to see Dog go back on his belly and then turn. Oh, Jack! Oh, Jack, you just looked at him!
You looked right at. Oh, maybe he thinks he's dead because he's
has to think he's dead.
Oh my god.
There are three sides, Blue 4 and Green 4 together fighting against Op 4. Meanwhile, Op 4, they're starting to make a pincer move over to the northern object. No, it's a three-way prawned attack. Good God, that's going to be messy.
Yep, especially now they're already getting engaged from out here. See the guys up in the tower. Greg Legs, Chaos, both in these really tight firing holes. And of course, the enemy infantry is just so happens to be walking right in the path of where these firing holes are looking.
Yeah, you got Blue 4's mortar down here as well. They have it possibly lined up to engage Op 4 Charlie.
Well, there's little hearts at the western base.
I mean, this would be perfect terrain, though. Put a smoke round to range your shot and then follow it up with HE.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's the easiest way to arrange things.
Mortar firing around.
This whole group of Red 4 up here on the north, far north, are just completely suppressed.
Oh,
they're hanging out on a
it
big,
might be
giant
short.
hilltop.
Oh, my God. No, it's going to be short. Just short.
Where's it landed at?
Right next to Charlie HQ, literally 10 meters in front of him.
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh, that was close. Another one.
No one really seeming to react.
How do you see the tracers in
goes.
Zeus? We're not in Zeus, we're in a spectator mode, Captain. I have a way to do it in Zeus where we rip the script out that controls it, and I
plenty of distance.
Activate it via an SQF in my mission files. But you can't access it by default without writing a script around it.
Takes out Bay and takes out the trucks. Takes out the wheels of the second, too. It's going to be able to limp out of there, but Bay
got blown up.
Might be Fubar.
Flux risking damage here to pick him up. You got Mags on the outside there, but he was hit. Yep, a little short.
Just outside
Great use of the mortars, though, by denying these vehicles.
But I thought I saw a fourth. Oh, here comes the fourth. And again, just outside.
A little short.
But that second one, whew. They're going to see that smokestack and know they hit something.
So that's going to stall that attack wave, which means the other two are going to attack unsupported. I mean, just looking at it, one attack wave is clearly closer than the other. That blue 4 group could potentially just defeat the rest of these attacks in detail. Northernmost one turned into a massive smoke charge, too.
Well, that's pretty much their only bet, but unfortunately for them, the smoke only conceals their position. It doesn't protect them at all. So they're going to be able to, this amount of smoke, they're going to be able to move around for sure.
It's going to be a mess.
But they're definitely going to become the subject of fire. So this is what's going to draw most of the attention, I think, for the next few minutes. You see that Red 4 Alpha 1 group that you mentioned getting really close, and they could move with the terrain through the foliage to get pretty close to the base's eastern side.
So by the way, Dogbird's still alive on this ridge. He keeps playing dead, and he's just walking around trying to infiltrate this ridge. He could do a lot if he plays it safe and careful.
The bridges.
So G-Legs is on 2 kills, by the way. He's a blue 4 marksman. He's been using that little slit on the battle tower, the ones you mentioned earlier, and he's already gotten 2 down. And, I mean, Op4's charging in an angle where he can continue to operate utilizing that little slit at the top. He's probably going to rack up a few more kills as Op4 continue to push here.
I just want to see what Dogbird does. He's got to be real careful.
I just saw a symbol next to him flash, one of the green 4.
Yeah, she's still shooting down at Timek and Depso, who are just holding out.
So Arcor putting a message out, green 4 don't count to the defense of the actual sectors.
Interesting. That's an interesting little caveat.
Well, that also explains why green 4 isn't specifically in the sector, so they're just dedicated to counterattacking from the sound of things. But I think blue 4 on their own have just been doing a great job of holding all the main forces, because green 4, the only thing they've dealt with is X-Ray, let's be honest. You're going to start seeing them flank Charlie for Op4, though, as you see those vehicles moving on, but... Martin died. Does Dogbert have the kill? Yes, he does. He picked him off with a headshot.
And that was no, that's Bridges who was lead.
Yep. Oh, now he's trying to get Bridges, and he gets Bridges! He got hurt a few times, though. Warwick's going to hear those gunshots and come over, though.
Yeah, that's Alpha 2 lead, and Bridges KIA.
Let's see if Warwick sees the body bandaging over to the left. Oh, Dogbert just got up. Warwick noticed. Pulls right. Warwick's throwing a frag. It's does it roll over? No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
That's going to give Dogbert a notification that he's over here. Now he's being shot at from the left, and he is taken out by Maverick.
But honestly, for what he did,
that was good.
Pretty well worth, because now that whole team, Banks, Warwick, Swola, Eric, they might be out of contact with Cosmo now. It's going to be harder for them to organize as a distinct unit, and they'll probably just fold him with Alpha 1. But Dreek as well, Alpha HQ, he's KIA.
I don't know. I still think this northernmost blue 4 group is doing a great job, because the two Op4 groups have kind of unified. We're starting to see them get a little bit close. Green 4 is going to start flanking and eliminating Charlie HQ. How I see this playing out so far is blue 4 is going to give a very nasty black eye to Op4. Op4 is eventually going to overwhelm and take that position, but not without taking significant casualties. And the remains of green 4 and blue 4 on the other objective are just going to win this one. Just because this AO is so tough to hit. I mean, they have a battle tower for coverage, and it's all open fields. So it's really just a marksman fight. Yeah, I mean, Legs, again, still with 2 kills. But as Op4 moving closer, he's going to be able to get cleaner headshots, and we're going to see that kill count increase.
If they can keep that tower suppressed, though, just have a team ready to...
I know, right? Sounds like my English is shit.
Hit it with some MG fire whenever they see some movement.
I got to appreciate what Op4 is trying to do. They're trying to find their own little fire holes in some of these buildings to engage what they can. And then, you know, there's a bunch of these trenches made that we see people like Sam trying to get in and take. But I'm also going to be curious to see where the explosive traps are today, because EU had a really good amount of not only explosive traps, but satchel throws. Maz killed 6 people with satchels and turned the tide around for his defensive faction in the 3rd round. So,
Greg Legs tower's getting hit.
Yeah, a lot of AT coming in. We really, another thing we need to see Op4 do right now is just start pelting this AO with HE from their RPGs, since they have so much HE for per squad. This would be a good use of it. Maybe keep 1 or 2 rounds in reserve for the other AO since it's much smaller. But this one, I mean, especially the battle tower, just pelt the shit out of that thing with HE. All right, we got Flux now coming up on his own on the western side. He's one of the guys you do have to look out for. He does have the PKM. He's already up 1 kill. It's those few guys trickling in from Charlie HQ, those heavy headers from Pepega that can just do so much damage. But Op4, ooh, we just saw the battle tower change destructive texture, so you can blow it up. I also heard mortar fire land, but I'm unable. Nope, 1 more just came up. It might be going to where Bravo HQ and Platoon are. I just lost the round. It looks like it's going to land behind Op4's push here. I'm going to give a bit of a wide angle camera. Oh, yeah, it was landing on the garrison that Op4 previously was before their charge. So great range in.
Shrek and Catnip, if they were just a few seconds faster.
They would have probably got knocked out by it.
Yeah, at least.
But it shows you how aggressive Op4 is playing. The one fear I have for Op4 is actually they're not taking a lot of casualties here with this push. I thought there'd be a lot more.
Good job in suppressing the main defensive points between the rockets and the machine gun fire. But all that fire comes at a price. They might be low on ammo by the time they get here, all things considered. But we do have on the eastern side pushing up again in that terrain and the foliage, just moving along what lines they have, using that suppression to their advantage. We see Kabubi Face, Steve, and a 3rd player all kind of suppressing that eastern approach.
Flux is about to breach the mortar site on his own. Looks like Blue 4's abandoning it, though. DJ trying to overwatch. We did see some Green 4 guys firing at Flux's position earlier. But this is where Flux can be incredibly dangerous if you let him get close and Blue 4 is kind of all broken apart.
I think Medford's trying to knock the tower with GP40s or GP25s.
Sam and Tender were taken out. Grab just got taken out by Flux. Vagrant's down at the top of the tower. Right next to where G-Legs is. He's still only on 2 kills. He can't seem to land any other headshots here. More AT going to that tower. 1 or 2 more rounds and that tower's done.
Agreed.
Flux now running around, seeing what else he can take out. Now you got King coming in, Shade, Bayans. He was medic back up. I stand corrected. This Blue 4 group might actually fall a lot more quicker than I thought. Bayant caught in a flank, trying to engage Green Shade. There goes that tower. G-Legs is down.
Open fire on the purple smoke there. 4-man team, shoulder to shoulder. He had a great angle on it, just as he started to take some fire.
Ace is also coming around. We see some grenades being thrown by Green Shade as he's able to kill Bayan with that 2nd grenade throw. Flux pushing against DJ Vin. Flux going left and right, making DJ run out of ammo, and eventually gets the kill there. I think this Op4 group might actually be able to fully encircle and wipe this element. You do have some Green 4 guys coming up to reinforce on the south.
Yeah, but now we're seeing Blue 4. They're really huddling up. They're just they're hiding in the sheds there. Gonna try and play really defensive and camp these spots, but it's gonna be real rough. We do have Green 4 trying to suppress and assist. A bunch of infantry pushing from the south and some vehicle support from X-Ray to the southwest.
Oh my god. Professional Noob just had 2 HE rockets hit his little bunker, so he's now pulling back. Under fire, gets knocked out by Guy Fieri or Arma. Jesus, at that angle. Hearing some of the mines go off here, I think Shade just triggered tripwire mine from the sounds of things and the fact that he's now cripple walking. He's also taking fire from Green 4 elements and actually just got knocked out by Arcor firing up from the ridge. So Green 4 doing their best to try to overwatch and push forces in here. I'm not sure if it'll be enough. We're going to have to really see a good holdout play by Blue 4. I mean, Blue 4, they're doing their best. They're hiding in various small buildings here. They're hiding in little corners as well. But
this could make the clearing really costly for Red 4 if they don't play this right. Because with how much Blue 4 is just hiding, like, it's going to be tough. However, that said, 3 of them are in one shed, so one good grenade could really.
Speaking of good grenades, round grenades landing right next to Spiky. Oh, she's in the building though, so they don't do much damage. Professional woke back up. He was doing some badging for himself. Now, to explain, Blue 4 was doing a great job defending, but they weren't landing the kills they needed to, so Op 4 was able to continuously pop smoke and continue to advance on this position. I think I just watched Norris throw a grenade on himself, and he just killed his friend.
Very based.
Amazing. I don't know where that grenade came from. I thought I saw one of them throw it. Norris now trying to bandage him. No, he's dead. Rare you see a grenade kill someone when they're prone, but that was kind of funny. Warwick coming up trying to kill K. K has his handgun out, trying to stop Warwick by firing through the bushes here. Warwick has that FAMAS, though. That high fire rate puts a GL in K's face. It's not enough, but Ace is now coming around to try to cover K. Another GL being fired. It goes lawn, and K blows his head off. I don't know why you just don't switch to bullets at that point, since you have the FAMAS with that high fire rate.
For style.
Shade's still unconscious, unlikely to wake up at this point. Got Green 4 pushing up with one of their 240 Humvees as Op 4 is starting to mash just outside of this fob. And Shade was just double tapped. Guy Fieri coming around. He's going to run into Patriot in a second through the weed bushes here. Op 4 now starting to amass on the outside of the perimeter of the compound here. We're seeing grenades getting thrown. Patriot pushing Guy Fieri, takes him out. Maz firing over Patriot's shoulder and is able to get the kill. Falcon also showing up here. Didn't realize he was part of Green 4. He's on 3 kills. He took the MP7 and he's 3 kills up with it. Hot damn.
Hot damn.
Yeah, we need some 40-round magazines. Op 4 command. Schultz is over here. Popping GLs inside.
Just threw a satchel.
Ooh, that's going to be on top. That knocks out Revanche, but also knocks out quite a few Op 4 players as well.
And the barricade.
Actually blew up the, yeah. You got Professional Noob now watching the side here. That was his first kill to 240 Bravo. And he folds out only for Nebs to then pick him off.
Broken and Spiky just really suppressing this doorway through the smoke. Lots of grenades. That one might hit Waldo there. Yeah, those are friendly grenades, I think.
So Blue 4, they're doing their best. They got a pretty spaced out defensive line, but one good Green 4 play coming around. Look at what Maz is doing. He's going to climb over the perimeter wall by climbing on top of that spool. If he comes around, he can start picking off Op 4 guys on the side, get right behind the main line, and take people out. Schultz taking multiple shots from Green Shade. Again, Schultz is going to be vital here for helping push his forces to take the second sector. And I think he just died. Yeah, Green Shade got him.
I think Red 4, this is it. I think Red 4's, this is the point where Red 4's going to lose it.
Maz flanking around. Yeah, manages to get his magazine in, gets a kill. Green Thumb then getting taken out as Lurch and Falcon now pushing around. Green Thumb bitch slapping Lurch. And then Falcon bitch slapping Green. Domino to domino.
Just the
it's a good gun. That high fire rate, man.
High fire rate, very penetrating round, kind of like 5.7, where it's just very light, but that doesn't do a lot of damage.
I thought the MP7 was 5.7.
No, 5.7 is the 5.7 and the P90. The MP7 is 4.6 by
That's
30,
it. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
That, or 29, something like that.
Green Shade getting flanked and taken out by Waldo.
We're so close to greatness, Theory. We could have adopted the P90 and Stargate.
I know, right?
Real.
Oh, that reminds me, I might have another Stargate line of off soon, but that'll probably not be till mid-April.
Ooh, got me interested. And Waldo is going to step right onto that frag. Actually stays up, but Chaos with a great throw. Second one going to bounce, and that time bounce over.
All right, Falcons now aggressively pushing here. He's going to end up right in the middle of Op4's line. He's trying to find a way to flank, but it's not going to do well for him. Broken, folding out, getting picked off by Wise as Geary comes around. Some exchanging fire as Cosmonaut tries to climb over the hilltop area. He just lost a battle buddy to his right as well. Cool Breeze and Anderson pushing up the left. But now they're in positions that they're walking right up to Op4's line, and Op4 might be able to suppress them. And if
it's getting pretty tight here, honestly, for the defenders.
If Op4 is able to, though, they can knock all these people out, regroup, and then push on foot and take on Scandy on the hill.
Why? They don't need to. They just need to push southeast to the next.
Scandy's on the other objective. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh, that would make sense.
Yeah, you good. Falcon is going to flank around on the eastern side, realizing that that area might be too hot. This might actually prove viable for him. Arkin's the only Blue 4 guy remaining in this sector. He gets it with K. K gets the kill. That is Sector 1 secured. They still got to find the cache, though. Or is this ad sector? Wait a minute. No, it's cache. Yeah, it's a destroy.
It is cache? Where's the cache?
That confused me then, because they said earlier about capturing zones, and I think that threw me off and made me think it was ad sector instead. So that's my bad, but
I think Arcor was thrown off too. He must have been mistaken then.
Yeah.
There's the cache right at the building closest to the base of the tower.
Trooper, so thanks for the 36-month resub, my man. That gives you a golden Lance Corporal badge. Thank you so much for your support.
With RPG.
Hope you can join the operations. Hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario.
Does not cook it.
Wow. He hit him with that corroded German AT.
Okay, might come in for a second one. But yeah, honestly, I'd take back what I think
it was a misspoke.
Like Red really took this base without taking too many casualties, and they still have a good 20 or so infantry.
Yeah, I mean they lost all of Papega though.
Yeah,
lost a good chunk of some other forces though, but they still have a lot, but it's all just disorganized forces. So now they have to rally together and push to that other sector where they're going to be fighting against the tactical kings themselves, Scandy Recon. And we still have Falcon marauding around over here on 5 kills now, bandaging himself next to 2 Op4 dead bodies.
Yep, sounds about right.
So they're clearing the demo site. A lot of the shots, you actually look, they're behind the cache on the right. So I guess people just can't hit the backside of a barn or something. I'm waiting to see if they're going to...
barn from the outside. Or, wait, no. At the side of a barn from the inside.
You got it eventually.
Yeah, you know, I'm tired. It's been a week.
There's the explosion going off, and there goes the cache. So cache cooking off will eventually fall through the map to indicate it is destroyed.
And so Falcon is now...
There it goes.
A lone survivor.
So we have Jack around on the side with that PKT on the Humvee. No, it's a 240, my bad. But, I mean, similar weaponry. 7.62 by 51 would be the 240 Bravo.
Falcon
He's on 3 kills.
Smoke. You gotta try and run south.
Yep, he's gonna pull back from this AO. He doesn't want to try to kill everyone there. Surprising behavior from Falcon. I'd expect him to instead go offensive in a different direction. You got Pepit firing AT up at Green 4 Alpha 1. I think he was trying to hit the Humvee, but the round went over, unfortunately.
As far as Falcon, I think he realizes how many, or at least has an idea of how many Red 4 are here, and he knows not to try for that. So he's, he popped smoke and disengaged a little bit. But
wow,
now
he just got shot at by Pepit.
Yeah, Pepit with some
He's got a marksman rifle and 3 kills, so...
Marksman rifle, RPG, like, damn.
He's been looting.
And he's a medic. Or he's got a medic bag, at least.
Yeah, he's not a medic, though, because he doesn't have the medic symbolism. But let me check the other bodies. Yeah, so there's medic symbolism on other bodies, so he just... Basically, Pepit was part of a bigger force under Alpha 1. So yeah, for whatever reason, they pushed all the way over here and just picked up some stuff along the way. Now here's the trick, though. Can this force overpower Delta 1? I mean, that's only a small amount of dudes, and you got a few Green 4 guys there as well. This is pretty even. Can Scandy hold? But it's all open area around Scandy. I think Scandy might be able to hold unless, as I stated earlier, if Op4 saved a few of those HE RPG rounds, in which case I think they'll be able to bombard that position pretty well.
Very possible. I would also entirely expect for, I mean, if Red 4 kind of goes and follows the main road, heads southeast on the north side of the MSR, heading down that way, they really have decent terrain covered, good defilade, up until about 150 meters away from the from that base. So if they just travel along that MSR, you see how it dips down in that valley. If they stay low enough and keep that tower hidden, then they should be good to move up without a lot of fire being taken.
The only issue that we're going to have now is because these are all guys from different squads. Ground command is dead. A lot of leadership elements are dead. I see Ilbanek here, who's the leader of Delta 2, but he's the only... Oh, no, we got Korvac and Waldo also up, but, you know, Despo's up, but him and Timek are on a completely different angle. But, you know, players like an Alpha 1 don't have a radio. Delta 1's element doesn't have a radio, so... How are they going to coordinate the rest of this attack? Are they just going to follow the herd? I mean, we've already seen 4 people pushing off in a different direction, 4 people staying in the AO. I'm worried now that we're going to see just individual groups push up to the final AO and just get defeated in detail. You've already seen one group starting to get pinned by, you know, across the way on the ridge to the south. They're being fired at by a 240 Bravo on a Humvee. So,
Oddball is actually spotting for the machine gun. He was taking some decent return fire. And only a couple of those bullets need to get lucky, I think.
Pepet's now turned around. Still on only 3 kills, trying to get some upper elevated shots with that marksman rifle. I think that's what's throwing him off. Oddball just can't seem to land a headshot right now. Is that a GL round coming in? Oh, it's going to be really short. And it's a GL. My question is, when is Falcon going to make a move? If he's going to make a move, how effective is it going to be? How effective are these Green 4 picket lines we're seeing in between the objective and Op 4 going to be? And 18 minutes remaining in Blue 4's favor. That might actually just be enough to force Op 4 to rush in a bit more.
Yeah, Falcon's just laying low for now.
He's on 6 kills.
Red 4 is really passing him by. Let's see what he does.
Aw, it's a little heart of doom. I don't know. I just don't see how Op 4 can push through here because they're starting to go under individual groups here, trying to lethargically move into the AO, but with all the thin groups of Green 4 they're going to have to fight through, I feel like they're just going to continue to get bogged down. Maybe make it to Blue 4's final area with 5 or 10 minutes remaining, but
yeah,
I just don't see it.
16 minutes on the clock. Yeah, I'm sure.
Falcon going mobile.
If they're able to push, they're going to get pretty close, but they really need to double time.
Might run right into Crab.
Oh, hey,
Crab's got that PKM. And
Very
Crab
nice
gets
out.
smashed. So now it's just a matter of will Falcon follow the gunshots and try to get the rear on Op 4 lines? Can Op 4 smash through these small Green 4 picket lines? And can Scandy hold? At this point, I mean, looking at the remaining AT guys on the map, I only see 2 on the northernmost group that could have AT remaining, but no one else has it. So I doubt there's any HE shells, rockets remaining to hit Scandy Recon's position at the final objective. So I I think we're just delaying the inevitable. Now we're just going to see some pretty nasty PvP at these picket lines. Yeah, Falcon can go nuts with that MP7. How you doing, Noobish? You did your best in the first AO, man, but that was a losing battle. But it's one of those win the battle, lose the battle, win the war type of scenarios. All right, so Eric just got a great pick off with a FAMAS. Jake was running down the hill, and he got sprayed down. Korvac, though, might make it up here. 15-minute warning called. Korvac also has an RPG on his back with no ammo, though. He's going to a walk now. Eric's not going to hear him coming. Oh, Eric might have just heard it. He quickly, yep, goes to the door. He heard him. Korvac now trying to fold around. Oh, Swallow throwing an explosive charge over. Korvac running dangerously close to it. Might not be close enough. Yep. If it was a satchel, that would have hurt. Eric over folding, but, I mean,
that
the FAMAS sells it all. Yep. The FAMAS has an incredibly high fire rate. Swallow going around, killing K, throwing his body around. Again, these picket lines, if Op4 keeps sending forces up unsupported, are just going to constantly keep smashing any small groups coming in. But as I say that, I think Pepit just got a great double kill. Fucking Pepit. Holy crap.
Yep.
Just sniped both of them.
Yeah, if only he had done that 30 seconds ago.
Yeah, right, to save his buddies. Otherwise, Falcon, he has his binos out. I think he saw the skyline over the southwest. He's going to go hunt down those 4 players. But yeah, Green 4 is also folded in to hold the final objective from their picket line. Swallow waking back up. He's going to fold in probably Bandage, but you're going to have this final defense here with 14 minutes remaining. Op4 still very much broken apart. I think this is it. Shokaku, I hope I pronounced that right. Thank you for the raid, my friend. What were you doing, if you don't mind me asking? I always like to greet the raiders that show up. All right, Ilbanek has found a transport truck. Now, is he going to charge in with his 3 here? Is he going to try to drive back and pick up additional forces? Probably just go right in for a charge, and then we'll see Iander just blow the truck up sky high, but... No, they got a little bit of defilade cover to work with here. I love how we still have these X-ray players getting shot at over here.
Yeah, they pop some smoke and try to push down, and they're doing a decent job of being the, well, exactly that, a distraction.
So, Timek's gotten 2 kills. I see Cullis dead in the base. So he might have been sniped earlier. So having Op4 sniper still up and getting headshots is a good thing to have. It's just in the chaos, can he continue to perform? As Op4 pushes in the rest of their forces from various angles. Also, Swallow just got taken out. Not by Pep at that time. I did see him shoot up in this direction, but Op4 was just pushing up. I think they took him out. That was either Catnip or Shrek that got the kill. It was Shrek that got the kill. He's got the 1 on his infantry counter. And then we still have Falcon following these 4 guys on the ridge. I'm not sure if he'll be able to catch up to him in time. They're just outpacing him. Op4 truck charge. Iander missed the AT shot.
Crucial
but
shot there, but
doesn't really matter because Op4 decided to dismount, and Ilbanek's trying to prep an M72 Law here. Oh dear.
it's
and-
one of the cars.
Yeah, he just tried to noob to Pertin or something, or maybe cause a cook-off there, but he himself
Something
gets
like
cooked
that.
off.
Yeah, he was trying to do something.
But, I mean, yeah, they didn't get anyone. They only did some damage to one of the cars, which is already clear that Green Force abandoned them. Nemesis coming up to make sure everyone's double tapped. So, 3 for naught. It's, yeah, not what Op4 wants to be doing right now, that's for sure. Falcon closing the distance. Knowing Falcon, he's taking stamina breaks as he moves so he can constantly sprint up. But let's see. We have... Did Timek just get... Ooh, I think Timek died. Yeah, he got counter-sniped. So that's the sniper down. X-Ray's only down to 1 guy. It's a group of 6 to the north, a group of 4 to the south. And then Blue 4 has, between Blue 4 and Green 4, the defenders got 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 guys on defense in the sector with Falcon running around, marauding.
Cheese spotted out Depso there.
Yep.
He's just trying to crawl out.
He doesn't even know where to shoot. He's just firing in random directions.
Might
have an eye on Jack, actually. Managed to hit Jack in the arm. Return fire coming from Cheese there, as Dobbs is watching with his binos. Another slight thing I'm worried about is Pepit, but he's dropped his marksman rifle in favor of an M16A1 or whatever that is. Yeah, either an A4 or an M4. Didn't get a good look at it. Despo's doing a great job distracting this force here. Falcon within now 150 meters. And he's slowly checking everything. He's going to see them on the tail. He's sprinting up behind him. Oh,
yeah,
man.
This is going to be big if Falcon can get these 4 guys.
Oh, yeah.
That's
GG.
completely neuters Red Force attack. This is the only chance they have. They got 4 people up here and 6 people down in the valley. This team up here is absolutely meant to just suppress the ever-loving shit out of the base.
Yeah, and distract them as that 6-man team comes in. Yep, so now they're going to start shooting. This is going to give Falcon an opportunity to start using that suppressed gun. Also gives their position away to Falcon. Yeah, Falcon on 7 kills right now. He could make it 11. He could go double digits in the first round. Barbarian, I think we're about to witness a certified Falcon moment.
Very possible. He has eyes on Hudson. Goes for the spray on Hudson.
Gets him. Runs out of ammo. Quickly ducks. I think Dot looked over and saw him.
Yep, Dot's looking over here.
Knocks Dot to his feet. Throws a long grenade. Goes prone to avoid the GL.
And now he's running away.
Grenade knocks Dot out!
Fucking A. What a toss. And now Falcon running back with that smoke in his hands. I think he's out of MP7 ammo. No?
He might be down to partials, but I mean, there's plenty of guns on the floor by him. Meanwhile, Blue 4 and Green 4 are stopping the Northern Assault. It's now down to 4 people. 2 people dying to GLs. Falcon spraying at Eagle. Trying to go through the bush, unable to land the killing blow as Eagle went prone. I think all of those shots missed, actually. Falcon trying to get some elevation here. Trying to see if Eagle's going to move. Goes for a bandage instead. Yeah, if I was Falcon, I would move up the left flank, close the distance, get behind this large rock, and then start poking my head over. And that's exactly what he's going to go for. Pops a smoke grenade to his right to try to throw people off to make him think he's pushing right. However, the angle of the smoke might be able to key that off.
He's going to find Dot here.
Yeah.
Go for the double tap, but I think he's going to try and conserve his ammo.
Yeah. Doesn't want to give his position away either. Norris is overwatching that black smoke. He quickly checks right. Falcon, might have lost track of the bush.
Probably did.
They spot each other at the same time. Falcon gets it. 10 kills for Falcon. Dot hasn't bled out yet, but that's 9 in a knockout. 10.
Back.
And he immediately puts the gun on his back so he can triple time back around. Norris now running around. Oh my god. I told you this would be a certified Falcon moment. Norris is going to immediately push on the hill. Falcon's going to hear it.
Yeah, should hear those boots on stone.
Mm-hmm. Did Norris spot him? Yes! Norris got him! Oh! Falcon, you heard it too. You reacted, buddy.
You couldn't tell what direction it was coming from. You probably didn't think Norris was above him, but damn.
Let's be honest. It's 5v14 right now. It's GG.
Yeah, Falcon absolutely did his job, and he reduced that group to 1. And this group in the valley is down to 4, and they look really badly beat up.
Look, if you ever go double digits in FNF for kills, you've done your job. It doesn't matter what happens at that point. You've done your job.
Exactly.
If your team still loses, then they just drop the ball. Because getting 10 kills, I mean, that's just incredible. Oddball, I think, has sighted... He's gotten a kill, too, with his sniper. He might have sighted... Yep, so he's looking up at Norris's direction. Norris pulled back behind that rock. So if Oddball is just patient and tries to wait Norris out, he might be able to get a snipe here.
Rocket going out, but yep, well above him.
Yeah, Oddball now checking the ridge as Norris still staying behind that rock, hasn't poked over just yet. He's trying to be cautious about this one. Scouting what he can with his Vector 21 first. 5 minutes remaining. They're going to wait it out to time. Eventually, Op4 is going to do a 4-man charge right here. They're going to get cut down. It's just a stall for the clock, but Blue 4 and Green 4 are going to win either way. So, again, we're going to go 4 for 4 in defenders winning all the rounds tonight.
This one was close. This one was really close, I think.
Hey, Falcon.
But just...
Falcon coming in saying, Arma sounds are a lie. The sound didn't go up. The footstep sounds for him didn't go up.
Yeah, they came from the terrain. The rock isn't part of the terrain, so oh, that sucks.
Oh, that's probably what it was then. So it was referencing the sound files on the 2D plane and not referencing them on the rock on the 3D plane. It was just matching the ground. Oh, that's funny.
That's funny.
Falcon, you still went 10-1. But it was a good play. I love how GLs are just raining into this compound. 4 minutes. Technically,
So,
3 minutes 35. It's over. This is not the last round. We still have 2 additional after this.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, leave it for the first round to go for the entire time. None of the rounds in EU went the full time. One got close, but it wrapped up. But this one is definitely going to go to time.
Yeah, there's gonna be to time. Oh, looks like Oddball or Naps or someone spotted up Norris.
Are they
up here.
freaking charging? Yeah, Nems, they're I mean, you got 3 minutes left. Might as hell. The one risk is you all die. Norris then takes the truck, charges in, and kills everyone. Ooh, Oddball just shot him in the leg.
Oh, he's pushing down.
Norris going for it.
Tries to get Nemesis, but no, gets
Goes in
down.
a 2v1 and gets taken out.
Iander,
2 more
busy
games
looking
tonight.
at the truck, misses the opportunity to kill.
Two and a half minutes. I think Oddball ran out of sniper ammo, so now he's just up there with his pistol. Naps, meanwhile, just prone next to him.
See, most of the time, that's a sign of a bad sniper, but an F&F, that's a sign of a good sniper if he gets all the way down to his pistol.
No, wait. So he gave his scope to Nafs.
Ah.
Because he's out of ammo, so now Nafs is up there trying to snipe. Damn, I think so much for the Twitch Prime sub. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I do hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario.
Comes Cats. Gonna try and get in there. They did lose another one in this group. So they're down to 3.
90 seconds. Cats gets killed because he tries to push in the open, but if anything, he's just preventing Op4 from pushing up. So, yeah, no. I wonder if Nemesis is going to drive this truck up here. It's just down to Waldo and Catnip. Shrek got Shrek'd earlier. Missed that. Less than 1 minute remaining.
Yes, knock down the wall. VDM.
Ah, the Scandi Recon flag coming in. Grenades being thrown over the compound. Another grenade being thrown that lands in the compound. More grenades bouncing around in the compound. 30 seconds remaining. And Waldo just blew up the grenades.
Wow, that shrapnel. Pretty accurate, I guess.
It hit him while he was... Yeah, it ricocheted into the building and got him. Damn.
It must have been, damn.
15 seconds. Nemesis is going to
Catnip.
probably get the kill. Catnip has surrendered. And they called it a few seconds early. Ends with a surrender. Interesting. Salutes. Crazy round there.
Disappointed they didn't shoot him.
Well, I've noticed when it goes to after it displays who wins, everyone gets set to invincible.